how to stand out. And hopefully this might be backwards because I'm on my cell phone, but I want to talk to you if you are a faith-based coach, consultant, or course creator. I want to talk to you about standing out, what you need to do, 5 ways to stand out in a crowded marketplace, how to differentiate yourself, and then how you can become the go-to expert on your topic. So we're going to dive a little bit deeper into this right now. Here's what I know. The world doesn't need another carbon copy. There are so many coaches, consultants, course creators that sound a lot like everyone else. They have kind of similar wording and phrases. They have similar solutions that they offer. It all kind of sounds the same. So what the world really needs is for you to be more of you, like to communicate that in the world. We need your unique voice, your unique perspective, your unique gifts, and your unique solution. And the way you do that is you communicate it on video, in your blog posts, verbally when you're speaking on stage, in a Facebook Live when you're speaking it, however form that you communicate it. I just filmed a brand new training inside my More Clients Now Facebook group. This is a community that is specifically for faith-centered women coaches and course creators who are experienced and who are successful. They're growing to the next level. If you have not checked out that group, I highly recommend that you join it if that is you. Below this video somewhere you'll see the link. You can go join the group. But let me talk to you about this too. One of the things that I see often is that when coaches or course creators, their messaging is too generic or too broad. It's not specific enough. So their potential clients don't recognize that you are the best person to help them to solve their problem. And you just might be the absolute person that can help them. But when our messaging is too watered down or too generic, it causes the potential clients that we have to not do anything. They don't take action. They kind of hang out on the fence and they just keep searching for the right coach or the right person that can help them to solve the problem that they have. Sameness causes confusion. Confused people do nothing. They stand still. They don't move forward. So what I want to share today is all about if you want to really stand out and be seen and heard and have people magnetically drawn to you, the right people, the people that you're called to serve, and also become the go-to expert on your topic, there are 5 ways to do that. So I'm about to share with you what those are. I want you to get out a pen and a paper, and you may want to take some notes here. You may want to take some notes. One of the things that I think is needed is thought leader positioning, and I'll share with you what that means here in just a minute. But it takes courage. It takes courage to do this. It takes courage to allow people to fully see us, to see who we are, what we believe, what we think, our perspective. And oftentimes we have experiences early on in our childhood, early on in our life, that cause us to link up limiting beliefs about ourselves. Beliefs like, I'm not good enough, or I am worthless, or I'm different, or it could be, I'm not smart enough, or whatever the belief is. It gets linked up in our childhood by the experiences that we have. And that causes us to operate out of those subconscious beliefs. And that creates the results that are showing up in our life as adults. So that's why it's important. Let me give you just a quick example of this from my own life. As a child, I was seeking my dad's approval. I get an A on a test. I come home. I give my dad the paper. Dad, I got my test back. I handed it to him. He looked at the paper and he said, you know, if you would have studied a little bit harder, you would have gotten an A+, but better luck next time. And he handed me the paper back. As an adult, I see now that my dad wasn't trying to hurt me. He was actually trying to help me. He was only doing the best he knew at the time. He did not know that that would have an impact on me. But it was in that moment as a child that I misinterpreted that whole experience. You see, I started to form and reinforce the belief that I am not good enough, I am worthless, and I'm not smart enough. If I can't obviously get an A+, I must be worthless, which is fundamentally not true. So I started to live out my adult life from a place of not feeling good enough, worried about being smart enough. And it caused me to start to become really neutral or watered down my messaging, watered down or be more neutral around what I'm saying on social media, what I'm saying about my business and my blog posts, how I'm communicating with potential new clients in videos. Y'all, this went on for a long time in my own coaching business. And so when it's watered down and neutral, and it sounds the same as everyone else, we end up sounding like other people. And when that happens, it causes confusion for our potential clients. And people that are confused, they don't do anything. They just kind of hang out on the fence. They don't move forward to book a call. They don't move forward to buy because they still don't know for sure if you're the one that can help them to solve their problem. That's what happened to me for a while. I had to go in and do my inner work and rewire those old limiting beliefs. Fear of being a fraud, fear of rejection, fear of getting it wrong. What if I say this is my perspective on this and I get it wrong? Fear of not being good enough, fear of what will people say? Will I be judged? Y'all, it takes courage. We just have to be brave. So let me share with you these 5 things and then we'll move on. Here are the 5 things. Let me pull up my notes here. All right. Here are the 5 ways for you to stand out, to differentiate yourself, and to become the go-to expert on your topic in the marketplace so that you can attract a consistent, steady flow of ideal premium clients who buy your high-end coaching program so that you can help them solve their problem, so that you can earn income for your family. It's both and really change lives. All right, number 1, you've got to bring something new on an old topic. You got to add something to the conversation. I call that thought leader positioning. I studied the most successful coaches, consultants, course creators over the last 10 years. The ones that had the 6, 7, and 8-figure businesses, they had thought leader positioning. Let me explain what this means. You've got to start communicating a new, fresh perspective that's on your industry, your topic, or your niche. And oftentimes, the coaches that have had incredible, rapid success and big impact, it was oftentimes the exact opposite of the norm. They were challenging the status quo. The old way is this that no longer works, but the new way, from my perspective, is this. It's the better way. And it's got to be clear and specific. If you water that down and that's too broad or too generic, it won't land in the marketplace either. And they may not believe you. There's got to be some confidence around it that you absolutely believe this because you have the perspective. Maybe even probably even experience. All right, number 2, you've got to dial in and really start communicating your core brand story to your tribe on social media, in interviews, everywhere. We have many stories from our lives. How do we know which story to share with our tribe to attract our tribe? There's a way to identify what is your core brand story that you are here to share. I go deep on that topic with my clients when I work with them. But I want you to start looking back at your life and pulling out, really looking at what are the stories from my own life that's relevant to your work that you're doing in some way. The details may be radically different, but there's a common thread that makes it aligned and congruent with this work that you're doing in the world, what you're helping people to solve. All right, number 3, start communicating your shared values and beliefs. This takes courage too. A lot of courage, because when you start to share what you really believe and what your values are, you may get some people that will disqualify themselves and say, oh, that's not for me. That's not, and they might unsubscribe to your weekly blog or your vlog. They might unsubscribe from your channel or from your any other form of social media. And that's okay. Those aren't your people. You just bless them and release them. And the people that are in your tribe that you are meant to serve, that are meant to be in your community and around you and to hear from you, they'll be more magnetically drawn to you, because now there's a better alignment, because now they know what you stand for, who you are, what your values are, and it's shared with your tribe. Yeah, again, you can't be too broad or too generic on this. It's got to be the truth of what you really believe. And then the fourth thing is you've got to create a purple cow. I say purple cow because one of my favorite marketing books of all time is Seth Godin. If you have not read that book, I highly recommend it. You've got to get clear and create your unique methodology. It's a different way, a different perspective. It's how you help your clients solve their problem that's unique, different, and they can't get this solution, how you do it, the unique way that you do it, from anywhere else, from any other coach. They can only get their problem solved in this unique way from you. You got to define what that is. It's got to be simplified, 3 steps, 5 steps, but it's also got to actually work to solve their problem. And you've got to name it in a way so that it's compelling. That's part of what helps you to stand out. All right, number 5, you've got to find your unique voice. You got to find your unique voice. This is your communication style and your presence. It's how people feel when they're in your presence. And it's the truth of who you are. It's your authentic self, and you're just letting people to see who you are. The way you are with your family, the way you are with your best friend. You got to be that in public too. Right? That's scary, because you're like, what if I get rejected? What if they talk bad about me? What if I'm judged? Again, it goes back to, that's okay. They're not meant to be in your tribe. Okay? I know that I took some time off. I used to follow and subscribe to a bunch of other blogs for people in the industry, other coaches, consultants, that did something similar to what I did. And I had to just take a step back, because when I heard their voice, their writing voice, and their voice that they share verbally, and their way of being, I had to take a step back from that so I could find my own authentic voice. How I communicate, how I show up. You need to do that too. Okay? And your voice is really, mine is passion. I communicate passionately. If I tried to do it like somebody else who had a calm, deeply spiritual demeanor that was soothing, and I would not be I could not do that as good as what they can do it, because that's who they are. You get what I mean? The same is true for you. All right, so you got to find your voice. I'm the challenger. I'm a change agent. When people around me, we got to get going. We got to get going. We got to start doing the marketing. No more learning. We're not here to just learn. We're here to implement consistently, so that you can actually start getting some new clients, so you can change lives and fulfill your God-given calling and purpose. Let's get going. Let's go get the next client so you can help them. That's my unique voice. What is your unique voice? What is yours? Okay, so that is all I want to share with you today. I hope this was helpful. If for some reason, if you'd like some additional support or help, if you'd like this type of training, I want to personally invite you to join our online community. Hop on over to Facebook. Connect with the More Clients Now Facebook community. It's a community of incredible, experienced, successful, faith-centered women coaches and course creators. They have a big God-given calling and purpose, but I do a lot of training, and that is a great community to be in, to mastermind with other like-minded people. Somewhere below this video, you'll see the link to hop on over there and join, but I'd love for you to join us over there. That is all I have for you. Have a fantastic day, and I cannot wait to see you again soon. Bye. Hi. Oh, hi, John. I'm trying to figure out how to cut this video off. I'm doing it on my phone today. John says his parents did the same thing. Oh, yeah. Amen. They're just doing the best they know at the time, right? But, I get it. Thank you. You're welcome. Thanks, John. Thanks for watching.